Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you. Another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks. Sampler V series videos I've been doing for a little while now. Go over there, try out food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff. Then, folks, I'm gonna talk about stuff. I'm gonna let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not gonna lie. I hope this is real good so that it improves my mood a little bit. But we'll get into that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm yammering on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside the truck. Whilst I'm doing all that, folks, yeah, you better believe I'm wearing a super cool shirt. And folks, when I wear super cool shirts, I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. So, what super cool shirt am I wearing for you today, folks? Well, it happens to be my Boom Marks of Gray shirt, which, if you are unfamiliar with Marks of Gray, it's entirely possible. They're a local heavy metal band that I became aware of in 2023, about a year ago at the time I was doing this. They were one of the bands on a show, a local show that I was there to see. I'd never heard of them before, but I was massively impressed. I thought they were super fucking cool. They had some merch. Although, the only problem I have with this is that I'm a double X guy when it comes to my shirt sizes. This is 1X, which, like, to be fair, it's a pretty generous 1X, so I can get away with it. But it's a little snug in the center section. But these guys are super badass. I really love their set. I actually got a couple videos of their set. Those videos are also on this channel, because I also like music stuff as well as food stuff, in case you want to check it out. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? What are we doing here? Well, I decided to head back to Boom Portillo's, and let's get a thing for the thing. Ha 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 ha. Maybe it'll be better on this side. Maybe. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. Sure, why not? This is their new mint chocolate shake. We are in mint shake season, which is like the happiest time of year for me personally, because we've got the Shamrock Shake from McDonald's. I reviewed the mint chocolate shake from Arby's, and now Portillo's has one. And if you're unfamiliar with Portillo's, they're kind of like an upscale fast food establishment chain that's mostly local to Illinois. And what with it being local to Illinois, this review is going to go on my Eating Out Illinois playlist, which is a playlist for just, like, again, Illinois locations and stuff like that, local spots. But why do I need it to improve my mood? Because I went over there, I made this order through their website, right? And they're like, boom, 10 minutes. So I get my shoes, I get my shit together, I drive out. I get there, it's not on the waiting station thing, like where they tend to keep like online orders and shit. It's not there. So I'm like, okay, all right. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer. That's fine. So I'm waiting. Meanwhile, like, all the staff members are just like, like, not really acknowledging my existence very much, But I'm just like, okay, like, cause it's ticking, it's going. Like, nobody is just going over there and being like, hey, by the way, what's up with your order? Eventually somebody did, to be fair, but it was like me there for like a solid 8 minutes or so of just standing there looking like a doofus. And yeah, I should have been able to just be like, hey, blah, blah, blah. But I'm not that type of person unless I really have to be. I tend to be more patient than that. So, but they did eventually, they're like, oh shit, sorry, we thought that, blah, blah. My whole thing is this. It's an online order. Why isn't it in the online order station? And I guess that if you do it through their website, they don't put it on there. They just do it for like the DoorDash stuff. Fucking whatever. Anyway, let's try a thing. Damn, that's thick. I wonder if they made it a cake shake. Because you do have the option on the website. You can go from a milkshake to a cake shake. And cake shake is basically they just blend a piece of their chocolate cake in there. I'm wondering if that's what the hell happened. I mean, I don't know. I've never had the mint shake from Portillo's. It's gotta be a cake shake, for sure. Because I'm getting huge chunks. of stuff. Well, I didn't ask for it, but I'm happy that it's there. If you've never had a cake shake from Portillo's, probably one of the least healthy things on the planet, but some good shit. As for how it works in this instance, so between the other shakes that I've tried, again, you got the Shamrock, which is always the classic from McDonald's, the Arby's, they do theirs sporadically. They all do different things. The McDonald's is really just a mint shake. The Arby's one really is more of a mint shake with just a little chocolate involved. This is really the first one I've had where the chocolate features as prominently, if not more so, than the rest, than the mint itself. Because you are getting like those like big chunks of like the chocolate cake. And it's just, it's some stuff, man. It's just very dark and rich and decadent. Now, the only problem I run into, for me, it's kind of the opposite of the issue that I had with the Arby's one. And mind you, I like all of them in one regard or another. I like that they all have their own different flares. With the Arby's one, it was good, but again, it was mostly just a mint shake with just a little bit of chocolate. This is almost more of like a cake shake with a little bit of mint. Like, the mint is definitely there, it's doing its job, but there's so much like just chocolatey, cakey goodness that as I'm going over there and ingesting it, I'm really getting most of that and then kind of, mint aftertaste. But I will say the mint taste is nice. And you know what? I'm gonna revise that a little bit. It's definitely still a lot of the cake more so, but I would give it, I'd say 70-30% is probably the better ratio on that. Yeah, it's good. I like it a lot. It is ridiculously decadent. And the kind of nice thing about it is, because it does have that mint, to a certain extent, not enough, but to a certain extent, it does kind of offset the super richness of the chocolate cake. So, it livens it up a little bit. It gives it a little bit of a lighter presentation than like just a straight cake shake would. It's good, man. I mean, there's nothing I dislike about it. Two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? I mean, I'm going to go with yes, and yes with caveat. It's not. My only gripe with it, again, is just that it's not balanced. It really is much heavier on the cake, but I can appreciate that that's what it is. It's just one of those things where if I'm going in for a mint shake, even a mint chocolate shake, I typically want the mint to lead the way. So I don't think I would get this specifically if I wanted a mint chocolate shake. I would probably go to Arby's in that regard, or if I just wanted a mint shake, I would maybe just go for the Shamrock shake. With this is a cake shake with some mint in it, but I would absolutely get it again because it's just ridiculous and fun and it's decadent. It's easily the most decadent of the three, and it is ultimately very tasty. The chocolate cake is really good. Like I said, the mint is really nice when you get it. It's just, it's not the most balanced experience. I think a little bit more balance maybe would have swayed me a little bit, but I do still really like it, so I would get it again. If I'm going over there and recommending it to people, though, again, there's a little bit of a caveat there. It is one of those things, for one thing, you gotta like mint chocolate, which not everybody does, and you're allowed to. That's perfectly fine. You can be as wrong as you want to be. That's fine. Just be wrong. It's okay. But no, aside from that, it is one of those things, it is, if you're used to the Shamrock Shake, this is a whole other level, man. It is not that. It is deep and rich and decadent, and it really is more of a dessert than it is even just a straight shake. So, just kind of take that into account. But it's tasty as fuck. Anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of your week, monumental rest of your month, stupendous rest of your folks. Go over there, have yourselves a truly mint chocolate-tastic rest of your life. Because again, yay, mint chocolate time. And it's cool. We get like 2 mint chocolate seasons in the United States because you get one when we've got, like again, like St. Patrick's Day and Shamrock Shake and everything. And then when winter comes around, you start getting like peppermint stuff and everything. I like mint and chocolate a lot. Anyway, final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what you do if you can't do all the time, I know I can't do all the time. Here's what you do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me. I know it. I live it. I'm out there every day with you in it. Life can be stressful and frustrating and just bullshit sometimes, folks. And when we're in situations where we have to deal with it, it's important that we go over there, kind of like I did today, take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, like I said, maybe you've been to a spot where service wasn't exactly stellar for you. And you know what, folks? I'm going to say this. Don't be an asshole about it. Don't go over there and make a scene. If that's the case, and mind you, I mean, there's varying levels of badness, to be fair. But if we're talking just general kind of, less than stellar service, don't be a dick about it, please. Sometimes you get people who want to make a whole fucking thing out of it. Don't be that person. Sometimes people, I've had crappy services from places that I've been, I don't know how many times, from staff that have served me countless times and who I know are really good at their job. And, maybe it's just an off day for them, maybe they're just distracted, whatever, Stuff like that does occur. I'm not saying forgive it forever, but I know for me personally, when I have those type of situations, I'm not going to make a huge deal out of it. I just don't, if I have to talk to somebody about something. In the past, I had to talk to Portillo's last year, it was our last year or the year before, about a fish sandwich that I got from them because it was not well put together. But again, don't be a dick about it, just, we're all people, try not to be, anyway, bye.